Okay, so I guess I'm gonna be playing this for a while. I might make this a series. I've heard that this game is, it gave me a warning when I started it up saying that it was unsuitable for people with anxiety or anything like that. So apparently it's a fucking horror game, but I don't fucking know anything about this game. I've never seen gameplay on it. I've seen it on YouTube, like the fucking headers and shit, but that's about all I fucking know on it. And not entirely sure if I'm ready to fucking play this game. So I'm gonna start a new one up. I think I've already started it a bit. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. What is this? How is this free? It looks so well done. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she says. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just by getting on by the average, while spending my free time on games and anime. Jesus Christ, this guy is me. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything going inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. No, what? Sayori, there is no way I'm going to your club. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Why do you care so much anyway? Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out already. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! Sorry. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... you too, Monika. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn on with ice cream, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? I thought you technically did. Sayori said... Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? I guess. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monika that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so... Monika, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You probably could have been a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. God, it's such a pain in the ass having to read this because I have no one to read it out for me. I would have liked it better if it was a bit, you know, dubbed down. Or at least, like, they had Japanese voice actors or something. Whatever. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Well, considering how little I've read over the past years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid. Since that moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. I think that kind of sets the tone for what people have been saying about this fucking game. Oh my god. I'm already scared. Oh, fuck. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something that I can relate it to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Surreal horror. Fuck that genre. Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Cute shit. This game is so cute to start, but I'm not ready for what else might happen. Cyrus sides behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. Natsuki, you write your own poems? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Natsuki averts her eyes. Not a very confident writer yet. Wow, she's actually pretty deep in what she's talking about sometimes. And Monika's more of that helpful figure that everyone likes. Ah, fuck, I didn't read that. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. I think it's funny how they still think he's a new member even though he's so dismissive about it. Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Thanks, I guess. Monika looks over at me once more. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with reading with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. Nothing better than staying hydrated during a fucking recording. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day of school, after school, in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like, and something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Why is it just these three? Where's Monika? Why is it only Sayuri, Natsuki, and Yuri? Passion, yeah. Oh fuck, suicide already? Breathe, yeah. Ambient. Philosophy. Electricity. Rain cloud. Fantasy. Heart. Frightening. Heaven Sent. I wish magic was one of these. Hurt. Fuck yeah. Love. Dark. Insight. Candy. Misfortune. Crimson. Vivid. Graveyard. And last, horror. Fuck, I went full Yuri on that one. Oh, fuck. I think I got a few Sayori's in there. Maybe one Natsuki. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Ah, excuse me. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Sayori! As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Me? What is it? I guess that's me. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. I'm gonna save right here. And return. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off with some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a very cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. And that only makes her hide her face deeper into the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. That's the book you gave me, right? Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Very gently giggles all of a sudden. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Oh! So you don't... I'm guessing you don't share the poem yet, but depending on what you pick in the poem is what kind of route you end up going down. So, if you've never watched or played a dating sim before, you get what's called routes, and basically it's where you pick a girl to go out with. And I'm guessing that the way the poem stuff works is, depending on the words that you pick is the route that you go down. So I'm guessing I got a lot more Yuri than I did any other girl, so now it's picking down the Yuri route. So I'm not sure how in-depth it's gonna be, like, depending on which poems you pick is how the story changes, but I don't know. The thing with dating sims and visual novels like this is that there's hardly any decisions, so it's mainly gonna be a lot of me fucking reading, and not a lot of, you know, I guess gameplay you could say. But other than that, this does seem interesting because Yuri is, I guess, a reclusive girl. She's like kind of shy, kind of not out there. But up here in her fucking mind, she's kind of fucking crazy because she likes these crazy dark books. And I'm not too sure what Monica, Sayori, and Natsuki like, but I do know Yuri now, so she likes dark stuff. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club, after all. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe just a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. Fuck. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently lets go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done this before. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who would you like to show? Oh. Who should I show my poem to first? Save it again. So, I think I should show it to Yuri, just because it went down Yuri route a bit more. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poems, I notice her eyes lighten. What was that? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Yuri takes a breath. So. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Ah, fuck, I missed one of my own lines. Oh, someone text me. Give me a second, guys. I shouldn't be talking about. Oh, fuck, god damn it. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It was kind of hard for me to fucking read because I'm not very good at reading cursive. And it's kind of small, so, and I'm playing on my laptop, so I had to get really close to the screen just to fucking read it. Also, I like the poem. Fuck, I need to get a new mouse. Maybe invest some money into getting a new razor. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Not at all. Our first time. Ooh. Are you into Ghost, Yuri? Really? I must have totally missed the point. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Yeah, of course. Oh, fuck. That's the crush line right there. I've seen enough anime to know. Me too. Alright, let's do Monica next. Since we didn't have any, she didn't have her own little monita there. Yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna chug all this water real quick. My mouth I get cotton mouth whenever I read shit like this. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'll be much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. And another save, just in case something happens. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Oh my god. That's the kind of shit I would say. Keep your expectations low so that way the good shit will always look really fucking good. See, I knew I got a good fucking Yuri one. I think I might do multiple playthroughs of this just to kind of get the different feel for each route. So I think this one, this playthrough, I'll probably do it in parts and I'll put the name and everything of who the route is. But I think this one will be a Yuri route. I'll try my hardest to make sure that I get Yuri's words and all that. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Ah, fuck. I was picking at my face right now and I guess I just... You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I see. Well, let's read it then. Alright, time for me to zoom in. Oh, excuse me. Goddamn, I'm fat. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I wasn't looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That was a bit fucking, I guess, psychological. That was kind of creepy. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. What was the inspiration behind this one? An epiphany? If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That doesn't work with, I don't know if Japanese pens are different, but with American pens, that doesn't fucking happen. Cause if I leave my pen in one spot for too long, it won't fucking blotch or anything, even after I've written for so long. I guess maybe they have like inkwell pens or some shit like that. Fuck, do I have to show it to them? That's my question. I guess I'll go with childhood friend. Of course. It's not that good. Save again. Maybe I should just save at the end of every fucking, at the end of every, recording. It's not that good. I'm the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Well, at least it makes me feel better about myself. Yeah, I didn't mean to say it like it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Yeah, especially that last line. Even though you were late to school. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Why do I still have to... Why do I have to show it to all of them? Why can't I just pick? Well, I guess because it's like a... I guess because it is a literature club, they expect you to show it to all of them. That's a little blunt. So basically it's not cute enough for your taste. I'll pass. What the fuck is this? It's like a preschooler wrote this shit. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I like it. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, I understand. So you did... I guess more went into it than I realized. Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't care about how old everyone is. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It was as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. Fuck me, god damn it, who the fuck? My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Yep, Yuri route. I'm already in. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, she wore a push-up bra. What the fuck? Yes, I have to. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed that I was standing there. I have to. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sorry, she doesn't need to. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. It's nothing. What thing did Natsuki say? Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. That's... Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, let's do this. Why does she like... Oh, it's the context of the word. Someone 16. Let's go with hopeless. Misfortune. Fear. 19. Contamination. And 20. Nightgown. See, I wish I could read my own fucking poem to see what the game comes up with. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you. Speaking of which... No thanks. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and it lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. It's simple. If you had had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry or want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book anyways. So, I'm gonna take a quick break right now, even though I'm not streaming or anything. But I'm gonna go get like a fucking bowl of cereal or some shit. So I'll probably do a weird cut right now. So be right back. Alright, I'm back. She said revolution instead of retribution. Don't let her fool you. Sari knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she would bring me to the club before she even told me. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Yeah, it did almost work. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes one big bite. Sari suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. She bit her fucking tongue, dumbass. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. I wonder what kind of cookie hers is. Raisin oatmeal? Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Yuri and I laugh as well. Monika's in the clubroom. Yeah, I haven't either. Suddenly, the door swings open. Ah, there you are. Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Monika looks at me. That sounds cool. I'd look forward to it. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. I see. In that case, best of luck. No, not really. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Not at all. So I don't know how long I've been recording, so I'm going to check it real quick. I can't. Oh my god, I've been recording for an hour. I'll probably release this as an hour video, but that's probably it. I'll save right here. And that'll be that. So, I guess I'll see you guys later. Or in the next part of Doki Doki Literature Club. So far it's been pretty tame. There's not been much going on. But I'm pretty sure later in the fucking series it's probably gonna get fucking crazy, and I'm probably gonna shit my pants about how fucking creepy it is. Well, till next time, see you guys later.